back, students. So we are doing the prose Dancing in the Rain, written by Azim Premji. So in the previous class we had seen how children are leading a life of machines. They are straight-jacketed. The word straight-jacketed I had explained you in the previous class. It's a situation of restricted movement. So here the children are, are forced to follow a routine day, a routine schedule of their work. They have no freedom to play, to meet different interesting people, to explore the world, to follow their curiosity. They are just leading their lives on the set norms of the families and society. The final indicator of a country's independence is the way its children live. Are children free from the malaise of poverty and hunger? Are they free from the burden of parental aspiration? What is the final indicator of country's independence? How do we know that a country is truly independent? It's denoted by the way the children of the country are living. If they are free to follow their curiosity, if they are free from the poverty, the child labor, then you can say that yes, the country is truly independent. But are these questions answered? Azim Premji has so many questions to answer, to seek answers for. Are children free from the malaise of poverty and hunger? Are they free from the hazards of poverty and hunger? Are they able to get enough diet, good nutrition to their body? Are they living in a sound economic condition? Are they free from the parental aspiration? Yes, the children who are deprived of education, belonging to the poor community, are suffering poverty and hunger. But what about the children living in well-to-do families? Even they are not living a happy life. They are burdened with the aims and aspirations of their parents. They have to live the dreams of their parents. They cannot follow their own dreams. The parents aim that they get an IIT, rank in an IIT, or top in the exams, or become some, engineer or doctor or something. So the parents are forcing their dreams, their goals on their children's shoulders, and the children have to follow these dreams to fulfill the goals of their parents. Are they free from the norms of social conditioning? Are we ensuring the curiosity of our children continues to burn and is not stamped out? Are they free to explore the world, to realize their unique potential, and thereby help discover the true potential of society itself? Are they allowed to follow their curiosity? Are their desires buried under the norms of societal aspiration, social conditioning? Yes, they have to follow the set rules of the society. They have to be always in a race to achieve that topmost position. These are the set conditions of the society. Are they, they are supposed to follow these conditions. Only then they are accepted in the family and also in the society. Otherwise they are called losers. Yes, that's the fact. And are they allowed, do they have the freedom to follow their curiosity, to explore the world? No, it is not happening. They should get the freedom to continue to seek their curiosity, and these curiosities should not be stamped out, should not be suppressed. They should be allowed to follow their curiosity, explore the world, and live their life to the fullest. Are they free to explore the world? There are so many things which they can learn from the nature, from the beautiful world. It's not only in the textbooks, in the homeworks, in the classrooms, in the four walls of a classroom that they learn the best knowledge, the best lessons of life. If they are allowed to explore the world, they can learn the greatest, the most valuable lessons of life. But are they allowed to do so? Are they allowed to discover their own potential? Do they know what they are, where their talent and how fullest it is? They are just made to do the routine work, read the textbooks, read for their exams, study for the exams, and do the attend their exams and just score the marks and all that. But are they allowed to do something creative or innovative? If they are allowed to do so, they would discover the true potential of themselves and also of the society. They can turn to be they will turn up to be a greatest resource for the society's development. So that's all for today. The next class will continue.